good evening once again from the Zeeland West Gym. We are set for basketball. The Zeeland West Ducks taking on the Chicks of Zeeland East. Starting for the Zeeland West Ducks, the big man Myerhoff down low with his forward partner Orion Yant. Money Miles stepping out there with Lucas Baker. And you have Trenton Bullhouse and, oh yeah, that's it. And for the Chicks, the big man Lane Risden down low. Will Versteeg is out there with Bryant Walker. And Elijah Walcott starts at the guard spots with Jacob Vera. Aldrich starts out the game with a bang! Throws one down right on top of Lane Risden. Chance of you got head tapped by the swamp here. And it looks like it's going to be a lively one. Versteeg over to Walcott. Walcott back to Versteeg. Walcott taking it over to Risden, who's averaging about 21 points per. Walker taking a three. Misses. Great rebound from Orion Yant. Throws the ball up to Aldrich. Aldrich running the floor. Misses off the glass. Versteeg running up the floor with Vera and Walcott by his side. Walcott, Vera shooting, blocked by Orion Yant. Sends it back. Chance of you got swatted coming from the student section. Aldrich crossover into the lane, easy layup. Merritt Aldrich, the 6'9" senior who is committed to play basketball at the alma mater of Larry Bird, Indiana State. The guy is just crazy athletic, and he knows what he's got to do. Going into the post with Walker on Aldrich. I like that matchup coming into this game. Walker shooting, finds the bottom of the net. BJ Walker trying to get going early. Orion Yant looking for the little mismatch here with Vera. Aldrich fouled by Versteeg. Aldrich heading to the line. I mean, Aldrich, there's not enough I could say about him. Merritt Aldrich, like I said, the 6'9" senior, he really is just a game wrecker down there. Look at the replay here, just an easy bucket. Like the basics they teach you back in basketball school. Merritt Aldrich was the Holland Sentinel Player of the Year last year, averaging nearly a double-double at 17 points and 9 rebounds and a block per game. I'm actually incorrect about his height. He is a 6'6" senior. To quote Kaz, he is actually 6'9" with the afro. There's not much afro up there. As Money Miles Stefford drives into the lane and gets it to go, and a foul. Foul at number 5, Jacob Vera. Money Miles missing the shot as Will Versteeg comes down with the board. Gives it over to Walcott. Walcott not really a big scoring guy, averaging only 4 points per game, but I think he really shines on the defensive end. Walker looking, finds, almost had it stripped. 5:17 to go in the first. 22, Caleb Clairabout checking into the game for the Chicks. I mean, so far, I have no color commentator, so I can't really say anything, but it has been an absolutely great start for Zeeland West. Nightmare start for Zeeland East. I think what needs to happen really is they need to get BJ going, because BJ is the life and soul of this offense, as well as Lane, who might actually he is the leading scorer at 21 points per game. Guy But BJ Walker, without a doubt, is the life and soul of this team. They live and die by this man. As Caleb Clarabout checks into the game for Elijah Walcott, heads over to sit down. Stolen by Orion Yant. Going up, and he throws it down! Right over Will Versteeg! My goodness! Versteeg, they're looking for a spark offensively, man. It has been a nightmare start for this team. Foul is called on... Look at this. Yant just slicing his way to the bucket and just putting one home. Guy was an all-state football player. I mean, I've taken a picture of the guy. He is just a tower of a human being. I mean, it's nuts. As Riddenson misses that shot, comes Miles down the floor, passing the air. Lob! Throws it down! What a lob and what a catch! He looked like Blake Griffin on that one. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I need to be the guy to say it, but high schoolers just don't normally do that. My goodness. Kai Anderson coming into the game for Trenton Bullhouse, the All-State quarterback. What a play. He just caught that thing and powered one home. Looked like me on the mini hoop. Clarabout for three, missing. Walcott fighting for the rebound. It's the pass out to Clarabout, tries again. Misses. Walker gets the rebound. Anderson took a nice fall. Walcott misses. Finally, Anderson on the break. Yeah, going up. He's got it off the glass. Orion, yeah, with a nice little bucket. Here he comes. Riddenson in the post. Looking for the shot here. Gets fouled by Kai Anderson, who just can't believe it. I mean, I don't blame the guy. It did not look like a foul, I think. But I'm not here to cook the refs. I'm here to commentate on the game. Sorry, I forgot to say, West in the white and the Chicks in the yellow. Shot is good for Lane Riddenson. Trey Slowthawk is checking in. Great pass and just an absolutely thunderous finish. As the second one for Riddenson is good. Slowthawk, the All-State football player, who was a great safety and a great running back at that for the football team. Anderson for three. Rims in and out. That is just, I'm a hooper, man. I'm probably the best player that got cut. I didn't even try out. But that is the most frustrating feeling right there. You just, Clarabout shooting, missing. Alderink gets the rebound, heads up to Anderson. Anderson blocked by Caleb Clarabout. No, it is called a foul. What a play. And as they really throw up the baby signs up there, I mean, I don't know. I might have to see a replay on that one. That was a pretty tough call, but I'm going to assume the officials know what they're doing up here. Anderson misses the first. We're on the topic of Miles Steffen checks out. Miles Steffen checking out of the game, and Bullhouse checking back in. Anderson makes the second one, 1 of 2, not horrible. Sorry, pretty good on the free throws. As they have Lucas Baker guarding Bryant Walker. I don't know how. chance of West Side defense. Morehouse, Aldrich, alone! Oh! Throws down a tomahawk jam. That is just incredible. And another steal for the Ducks. Here he comes, Baker. Lays it in, hits the deck. Timeout called. Ducks are just running the table. You know, fun fact about this one, on the Zeeland West sidelines is Jacob Big Mac McLaren. If you guys don't remember, that was my co-commentator last year. As Aldrich is on Walcott, I really just, maybe I'm just an idiot. As Anderson is on Walker, foul called on Kai Anderson. As Will Drenick, the freshman, checking into the game. Will Drenick, you know, I mean, that's really quite impressive that somebody like Will Drenick, who by again is a freshman, it looks like he has really stepped up for this team. And I'm not saying maybe in a scoring sense, but I'm just saying he's really just looking like he provides a spark for this team. As Drenick has the ball. Yan on him. Walcott over to Clairbout. Clairbout trapped in the corner. Over to Walker. Walker in the set. Jab step. Looking, goes inside, off the glass, and there's a foul called on Zeeland Weston. And Walker is going to go shoot 2 at the line. I mean, BJ Walker, I mean, guy is just a wrecking machine, as Mickey from Rocky Balboa would say. But BJ, I know he's not the leading scorer this year, but he had 35 against Lansing Waverly. I mean, guy just knows how to put the ball in the hoop. Simple as that. I mean, he's a good, as going up against the freshman. Miles Steffen hitting the shot over Will Drenick. Drenick looked like he was just a little out-muscled there. Clairbout. Ooh, just trying not to get another turnover here. Walcott wide open and misses. Clairbout out to Walker. Walker driving baseline under the hoop. Oh my goodness! BJ Walker with a beautiful reverse layup. Slovak Stefan airballs to end the first quarter, but the Ducks dominating so far, 22-8. We keep it right here. Keep it right here as the second quarter is just about to start, and Merritt Alderink is just about to check back in, ladies and gentlemen. So it's just like, and checking in for the Ducks, full house. And keep it right here as for the second quarter, who Jeff Carlson, coach of the Chicks, has out there on the floor. Will Drenick is out there with Elijah Walcott. Caleb Clairmount is down there with Quincy Thome, and it's the Lone Star, BJ Walker. And for the Ducks, Trenton Bullhouse is out there with Miles Steffen and Orion Yant and the big man Merritt Alderink. And then you have Lucas Baker, who I assume is manning the two. And you know, this is my little analysis brain coming out here, but what I'm looking at here on the floor is it looks like Alderink is guarding Walcott, and maybe I don't know the reason behind that, but it seems like Walcott, I've seen him play football. He's pretty darn fast, but maybe Coach Klein just knows more than me. As we get back to the action, BJ Walker taking it up the floor. Looking for Alderink guarding Drenick. Clairmount strokes another one and just is really not feeling it early in this game. Orion Yant looking for the baseline and has it. Passing over to Baker as Miles Steffen, who has a lot of a height advantage on Elijah Walcott, using it, posting up, passing out to Yant. Yant stroking it, missing. In my little notes here, I have that Yant is a streaky but effective three-point shooter. It looks to me like the Chicks are just out of rhythm as BJ Walker strokes a three, missing. Eli Walcott hits the deck, gets back up. Alderink going into the paint, passing out, firing one. But yeah, spin move, beautiful. I mean, just gorgeous. What a spin move. He just spun and filleted that man just like a fish. All right, listen. I'm sorry, Will. I didn't mean it. As Trenton Bullhouse pokes the ball away, the Chicks are still looking out of sync here, man. Not looking good for them so far, but there's plenty of time for this game to get interesting as Willa Versteeg and Lane Ridston are checking in. Chicks have not found a good shot. They're lucky there isn't a shot clock in this one. BJ Walker off the glass, looking absolutely beautiful with that ball just pinning off the glass. And I don't mean BJ, okay? I don't mean BJ. He is, but like, look at this. BJ just kind of blows past Bullhouse, and Baker wasn't ready for it, but just nice kiss off the window and just swishes it right in. Tough shot, tough shot. And it is swatted away by BJ Walker. Right on man Aldrich, the two stars going at it. Chance of you got swatted. The Chicks might be having a little momentum swing here. Looks for Thome and has him. You know, hold that thought. Versteeg looking over his options. Jump stop. Blocked by Lucas Baker. Jacob Vera checking in for the Chicks. Walker deep three. Versteeg with the offensive rebound. Little floater missing. And it is looking like it will go the other way. Okay. It's looking like it'll go the other way here. Chicks are looking out of sync offensively. The Ducks, all cylinders are firing. Like the cannons are ready. Chance of West Side offense. Stephen missing way off. BJ Walker running right into Merritt Alderink, and there's a foul, I assume, on Alderink. Number 24, Merritt Alderink with the foul, his first. Team first. So as Walker from what I could hear, it seems they want BJ in isolation. BJ taking a little step back, doesn't like what he sees, passes to Risden. Coach Carlson is just barking at him right now. Merritt Alderink almost had another steal, and my goodness, that finish would have been electric. I'll tell you this much, this place would have went nuts. But I'll tell you this much, if Merritt would have gotten that steal, this place would have absolutely, he was ready to blow the roof off this place. Versteeg looking over his options, not liking it. Orion Yamp pokes the ball free, and it is still staying here. Almost another turnover for the Chicks, who have had a lot of turnover issues. Looks like Coach Carlson really is not happy with his team, and I would not be either. Risden, ball in the post, looking outside for Walker. Walker fakes the shot, going inside. Oh my goodness. No, he got the charge. BJ Walker rose up. He stepped a little bit too far there. Charged him up. Football season's been over. And clearly the East student section is not, very much not pleased with that one. Walker's first, team second. Anderson, little behind the back dribble. Stolen by Versteeg. Versteeg with Walker. Walker, he throws it down! Oh my goodness! Bryant Walker, let me get my composure here. I was expecting a little layup, but clearly not, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, goodness gracious. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to see angry at the rim, I give you Bryant Walker. Bullhouse thought about pulling the 3. Slovak looking for Yant. Yant, spin move. Bullhouse on Versteeg. Passes out to Bullhouse. Miles Steffen looking for baseline, has it, and banks it off the rim. (24-12), 2:45 left to go in the half. As Elijah Walcott gets ready to check in. Lane up for the shot, and he's got it. Yant looking in the post. And there's a travel call on Orion Yant. Baker checking in for, I assume, Anderson. As the section, you know, I'm just going to call myself Bill when I'm talking about my color commentating here. Bill, looking like the Chicks here are looking fired up after that dunk by B.J. Walker. Looking for Walker, almost had a little bobble there. As, I'm going to be honest, it looks like they've been using Merritt Aldering very sparingly. Lane gets it to go with running in the lane. See what I did there? Nobody? From what I'm assuming, it was the 2 quick fouls that really, as Miles Steffen just completely misses everything. And the student section is letting him hear it. Chance of money, Miles. As they respond with chance of scoreboard. My goodness. Yant slips. Walcott shoots. Blocked by Bullhouse. And there is a foul on the floor. Oh, Quincy Thome. Foul on 24, Quincy Thome. He's second, and I assume he will be sitting. Chance of you can't do that coming from the West student section. And I got to agree with them. You cannot indeed do that. You indeed can't do that. Looking for baseline, missing. Pass over to Bullhouse. Bullhouse driving in on Walcott. Miles. Miles Steffen. A reach-in foul, I assume. Walcott, his second. I assume Versteeg will be checking back in for. Okay. I could see the reasoning here. I could see the reasoning. I know there's only 43 seconds left in the half, but also you don't want to give him more fouls. As clearly Claremont said something. As both student sections are getting into it, misses the second. Walker trying to get the rebound, goes to Bullhouse. As they're chaining out one, and it looks like they are going to try and end the half with a bucket. 24-16, the double bonus for the home team of the Zeeland West Ducks. Bad foul trouble so far. Here we go, end of the half. What are they looking for? Looking good. Out of bounds, and that's, ooh. in 08 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we are looking at an interesting... Aldrink is not going in. He just got pulled by the collar. Not really. He got pulled like a dog on a collar as BJ Walker ties his shoes. 1.4 put on the clock. Missing and keep it right here as halftime comes up. 24-16. Keep it right here, ladies and gentlemen. And just about ready for the third quarter, for the third quarter to get going. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 26-16 game. I am your host with the most, Ben Kikstra. And your one and only host at that, Big Mac. My host last year is down there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's hope for another exciting half of basketball, am I right? Nobody? See, everybody behind cameras actually giving me a thumbs up here. See, like right now, he's giving me a thumbs up. Give me a fist bump too. Tommy's giving me the thumbs up. Everybody's ready. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, on a side note, I cannot stand this song. Dude, every time I hear it, I think of what's his name? I think of Edwin Diaz blowing saves for me in MLB The Show, man. It sucks. Third quarter getting ready to go as Miles Steffen is out there with Orion Yant. Baker is out there with Bullhouse and Aldering. That is the five Klein has out there. Out of bounds, it's staying here. They will indeed retain possession. Now, I think in the first half, there was just a lot of electric plays, and it was a riot. You know, as a certain someone would say, that's a riot. Pass to Yant. Shot is blocked by Bryant Walker. Suffocating defense so far in the second half. And the whole crew has got their hands on their head, it looks like. And the East Coop is not happy with that one. Orion Yant, little kiss off the glass, great shot. As BJ Walker trying to get open. Whoa! Miles Steffen just went flying. Oh my goodness. And no replay of that, but oh my goodness. He just went flying. I mean, got him with a shot fake. As Eli Walcott looking over the floor. Shot is up. BJ Walker missing for three. As foul called on Vera, his second, team first. Sorry, one of my co-producers over there just said something pretty funny. Now, as Yant looking baseline, Walker trying to throw it off of him. Merritt Aldering just kind of mossed Eli Walcott. Yant looking down low, double coming, and foul on one. I think, no, it is East ball. travel call right there. By the way, thank you to Kaz for everything I didn't know. Shot is up, and it is tipped in by Lane Riddenson. Sorry, Risden. Risden, Aldering cooking baseline, passes to Baker. Misses the open three as Miles Steffen gets, I want to say, fouled. Look at this, just nice textbook shot. Just kind of gives it a little love tap. Little extra support. So, looking as Risden almost stole the ball, looking good as we got like 5 minutes here left. Backdoor, nice little backdoor cut and lays it right in. 32. Will Versteeg looking to Eli Walcott. Thome, fun fact about Mr. Thome over there, he was supposed to be named Jerome. Risden in the paint gets a nice little touch off the glass. Great play by Lane Risden as the big man, Merritt Alderink, looks to check in. Ballhouse for three, missing. Crashing to the floor is Will Versteeg. I mean, just the heart and hustle you show right there. You can't teach that kind of grit. I mean, Will Versteeg has just shown some grit here. Some griminess down there. Bullhouse with the foul on Versteeg. Oh, sorry. My bad. Steffen with the foul, his second. As Parker Holman, you guys think you're funny down there. You're not. Corbin Van Laar, Prince Wade, Parker Holman, you guys aren't funny. I'm serious. As we get back to the action here, Baker looking for Slowdock has got him. Aldering setting a screen. Steffen into Anderson, nice little backdoor cut. Fillets this one, just nice little basic layup. Good job there by Anderson. As 32-22. Risden for three. Bangs home the triple. As the bench and Mickey Voss are just loving it. Foul and doesn't get the bucket to go, but foul on Versteeg. I want to say his second. Yes, I completely waited for that. At the line, Miles Steffen who they call Money Miles around these parts. Miles bangs them home. Capitalizes on those easy points. Here he comes, Lane Risden on Bryant Walker into the lane looking for the tough finish. Can't get it to go, but he will go. Pun completely intended, to the line. Eli Walcott checking in. I mean, the sounds they make to distract these free throw shooters, folks. I'm going to mute myself here just so you can listen in on this. Like the focus it takes to be one of these players, I'll tell you, folks. A lot of us could never do it. Back to the game here, 34-27 here, approaching 2 minutes to go in the third. Shot is up by Alderink, no good. Foul on Bryant Walker, who, fun fact about this kid, he plays in a different pair of shoes. Every single game, I've literally scoured over footage for like 25 minutes of what they had on Huddle, and the kid does not wear the same shoes twice. Guarantee you those things should be going to charity, but I think they're just in his little shoe collection he's got. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking he's got the Kobe 4s on today. Not a bad choice. They're some sort of Kobe. Not a sneaker guy like that. Timeout for the Ducks, a 30-second timeout. Back to the action here in the third quarter, 36-27. As we get back to the action, BJ Walker takes the ball up for the Chicks. And here it comes, Slovak, full head of steam, gets past and just lays one in right over Caleb Clarabout. Really great job on the fast break opportunity. Risden missing in and out. Foul on Kai Anderson, I assume his third. Quincy Thome going to the line here. Shot is good off the bank for Quincy Thome. Brings the lead back down to single digits. Lane Riddiston with the steal. Lane, full head of steam, stops, pops, misses. Risden, spin move in the lane, and I assume there's a foul on Zeeland West. Merritt Alderink, the big man, his third. I assume he will sit until late in the fourth quarter. Lane Risden. Here it comes, 58 seconds here to go. Baker, slow knock, strokes, misses. Risden with the rebound for the Chicks. Walker dicing into the paint, gets fouled. No, it's actually a charge on Walker. It is going the way of the Ducks tonight. You look at it, I think he... Kai Anderson checking in for the Ducks. Here they come. I assume they're going to take the next 30 seconds as looking ahead to the fourth. I mean, we got ourselves a good finish coming, folks. Stay right there. Stefan driving into the lane, just can't deal with it. Shot is up, and it is no good. After three, the Chicks 31, the Ducks 38. Keep your seats on edge. Again, Edwin Diaz blowing saves. If you know, you know, ladies and gentlemen. fourth quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, the championship round, crunch time, whatever you want to call it, it's here. West side defense chance for the Ducks. Walker backing down, looking up, missing. Gets it back, lays it up, no good. But he will have 2 chances at the line to make it up. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to mute myself for these free throws just so you can hear the chants and just the craziness going on in the student section over here for Zeeland West in the swamp. Get ready for it. There was no craziness, but I assume they will be bringing the heat on the next one. I want you to listen to this right here. See, it wasn't that crazy because I said something, but it gets pretty crazy out here, folks, I'll tell you. Risden with a bucket in the paint. We got ourselves a 4-point game here, folks. Looking, Alderink. Nice little shot is missed, but Alderink puts it back. Besides the great defense right there, I think Alderink just had some focus on the rim. Claremont taking a 3, missing. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think he's hit one all night. No offense to him. Sorry about that there, folks. Had to drop the mic. Gets a steal. Walker ahead to Risden. Risden taking a little shot. Bouncing off the rim. Bullhouse with the board. Travel on Bullhouse, I assume. His second, Eli Walcott checking in for Versteeg. Versteeg checking out. You know, ladies and gentlemen, again, my analytics coming through, but they're going to have to rely on their star, B.J. Walker, if they want to win this one. And now they have Jacob Vera missing, and the tip-in is off. Caleb Claremont was really passionate about that one. And it's called back. Timeout called. Timeout called for Zeeland West. Back in it, 6:04 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Ducks leading by 6. Risden in the paint. Walcott gets a little dribble out of trouble. Looking for Walker, gets it. Clarabout strokes it, and he nails it. Caleb Clarabout puts it up to a 3-point game. Steal, Walker down the floor, Risden missed it. Could have brought it within one, and this place would have had the roof blown off it. Clarabout goes down. Clarabout went down pretty hard there, ladies and gentlemen. I truly hope he is okay. You never like to see injuries in sports, although it is something that does happen. Listen to this crowd, ladies and gentlemen. You hear that? That's what passion sounds like from these students. Again, listen to this student. Listen to the section of the coop. Walker taking the ball up the floor. Baker with the foul, his third. Little glitchy there, sorry about that. Baker, Walker. Baker looking for Clarabout here. Travel, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't hear that one, the guy yells, "Trouble!" and and he got the call he wanted, folks. Chants of the 7 Nation Army. All the rank. They're calling for a travel, ladies and gentlemen. It's all they want for Christmas, and it is a travel. It is going the other way. Crucial part in the game here. Chance of back to basics. Ladies and gentlemen, we are set up for an exciting 4 minutes. Again, Risden, scoop layup, got it! And it was a foul. Risden trying to make this a 1-point contest, and he does. 1-point contest going into this final 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. There, his 4th foul on this play. It is just Versteeg checking into the game. now looks like he might sit for the rest of this one. Foul called on Versteeg. Risden tips the ball. It's going to stay right here. All the rank. Bullhouse, 3. Oh! Scramble for the ball. Walcott. Boom has it. Boom. Walker. Wow! BJ Walker. What a play! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry to quell the excitement, but Orion Yant seems to be down. Ladies, that is just not something you like to see. And I'm going to be honest, I don't think this is the appropriate time to cheer. Replay, look at the scrap on the ground, and look at this. Boom, perfect little pass, and then Walker, you knew it was going to come eventually, just flies up and blows the roof off this place. Orion Yant coming out of the game, and that is also a huge, huge loss for the Ducks. I mean, but my goodness, what a swing, 41-42. Fakes the 3, Ballhouse, Baker, 3! Back to Baker. No charge call. Baker gets the shot to go. Looking for Risden in the post. BJ shot, elbow missing, whoa! Eli Walcott hit the neck with him. Chance of you can't do that. Walcott hit the deck pretty hard. That's pretty personal. That's one of my personal buddies right there. Walcott defending like his life depends on it. Almost a steal. Baker. Foul on Eli Walcott, his 4th, team 5th. He has Baker at the line. Again, I'm going to mute. Folks, the focus it takes to be one of these athletes is unbelievable. They're back in. Makes them both 45-42. Chance of his name, Lucas Baker. Timeout. Zeeland East. Ladies and gentlemen, the music in the arena is truly fitting. Bring them out, bring them out. If you didn't see it, you probably didn't, but I just busted an actual move right there. As Claremont inbounds the ball for the 125 point of this game, ladies and gentlemen. Stolen! Aldrich! Here we go! Oh! Mary Aldrich throws down a thunderous dunk! Oh my goodness gravy! Great balls of fire! My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, he comes up, just throws it down. Bang! Ladies and gentlemen, my voice is starting to go a little bit, but we got it. They're just trying to play passy ball now. Just playing a game of catch. Ballhouse. Stefan. Slowdock. As we go to a timeout. You've got to bump it up. Hyped up for these last 46 seconds. They're really just playing pass now as Jacob Vera, fifth. As Vera, I assume so, that he fouled out. Misses the first. Stefan hoping for a miracle in 29 seconds. I mean, before we end here, I really want to say happy snow day to everybody out here. I know I'm not going crazy like the dude from Hamilton, but as the Chicks call a timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, as he once said, let's get ready to rumble! More of Edwin Diaz blowing saves, ladies and gentlemen. More of Edwin Diaz blowing saves. Sorry, my teacher over there, Kaz, he was doing something pretty funny before we were on break. Here we go. Walker inside. Up for the layup, and he got it. Bullhouse down. Look at this play right here. Walker just goes right over the top of him. I actually thought he was going to dunk it, folks, but apparently not. We're all doing the interlude right now. I don't know why. Now we are turning down for what? They're ready to blow the roof off this place once this beat drops. I'm dead serious. Turn down for what, ladies and gentlemen? That is the quote of the day. Trying to trap Bullhouse, and Bullhouse just gets socked. A 3-point game, ladies and gentlemen. We could, if he misses both of these, I'm just saying, there's a chance. I just had to stretch it. Bojas up the line, trying to seal this one. Misses the first. Lencioni down there. Oh. Walker. Four-point game, 11 seconds. I want to say once again, everybody, enjoy your snow days. He's dope. Yeah, you guys got, again, Edwin Diaz blowing saves, ladies and gentlemen. Blowing saves. I got it stuck in my head, I'm not going to lie. It's good! And the West Ducks barely come out with the win. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host with the most, Ben Kikstra, and there's some confusion. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is over. 48-47. Enjoy your snow days. I will see you next year.